It's Monday, February the 5th. We're coming to you from Rink A at the Sports Village in Vaughan, Ontario. The featured matchup tonight has the home Vaughan Rangers facing off against the Duffield Devils. St. John sends it up to Tennille Rodrigo. He comes in, takes a look, grabs Sells in behind the net, takes a look, leaves it for Foster. Foster goes down. Vaughan creates a turnover. Now they come up over the red line, fire it deep, and take a bit of a change. Now St. John goes back, tries to chip it off the wall. St. John's in there Sells is in there to assist. Now Tennille Rodrigo gets it up. Just misses Johnny Leung. Vaughan in their zone. Firestone grabs it. He fires it. That goes the length of the ice, and that'll give us our first whistle of the game here with 9:11 remaining. Starting goaltenders tonight, Mallow for Vaughan and Beta for Duffield. Cohen, Scolari, and McDonald come out. Puck gets pushed back. McDonald in behind the net. Gets pushed off his stick briefly. Now Scolari. Scolari tries to get around a handful. And now Vaughan comes away with it. Up the right wing side, they try and get past Westover. He seals off that entrance. And Cohen comes back to assist. They push it around. Now Serrani reverses course. Out to the Vaughan D it goes. Gets stopped up there just briefly. Now they look to try and come in. And it comes back the other side. Serrani goes back for it, chips it up to McDonald. He leaves it for Cohen. Cohen now tries to use his speed to get back. The Vaughan D push it up to the forwards. Now they take a look. Comes back as it's poked off that stick. A turnover there. And Hooper steers it away, out of harm's way as McDonald was trying to break into it. Now Westover grabs it, flips it off the boards. It comes out of his zone. And Luca pushes it up forward. Now Vaughan pushes it back once again. Serrani goes back for it. Serrani fires a hard one off the glass. They chip it off, and Lansfield gets it past the defense. He tries to go around to the far side to catch a Oosterhuis who was skating up the boards, but then it comes back. Harris Peru gets it around to Leung. Now it comes back to Lansfield. Lansfield chips it high and off the glass. That hits the referee, or the linesman. And then back in the zone, and an offside it is. This Sells back out for the face-off. They push it back. Leung and Sells collapse. Don't allow Vaughan to get anywhere. Now they push it around the boards. Tennille Rodrigo and Sells try and follow that up. Just skips over a couple of sticks, and now it comes back out. Harris Peru pushes it up. Sells tried to chip it up to Foster, just out of his reach. That forces the D for Vaughan to go back. They reverse course, fire it around the boards. And Leung tries to tie up the forward. Pushes him off the puck, and now it comes back out. Vaughan throws it out of the zone. Hooper now over the red line, fires it in deep. Harris Peru goes back for it. He takes a look, sends it up. Foster gets around one. They got an odd man rush here. Foster comes in, fires. That goes off a shin pad and into the corner. Now it comes back to the other side. Hooper throws it up the boards. A quick turnover there, and Tennille Rodrigo just runs out of space there. And another puck down the ice, and we'll have another icing here with 6:29 remaining. Face-off will be to the left of Mallow. They push forward. Scolari grabs it. Scolari in behind the net. Joined there briefly by McDonald. Now Cohen. They look to try and create a turnover. Cohen takes a look, throws it in behind the net. Now McDonald tries to chip it off the wall. St. John back into McDonald. He gets around one, just has it roll off his stick. Now he's back in once again, trying to control it. And Vaughan gets it out of the zone. They force them forward, and now Cohen comes down. Cohen has pushed off his stick. Now Westover comes out to the edge of the zone. McDonald tries to get it out, and then this time it comes back to Serrani. Serrani now deep in the zone, sends it back to Westover. Westover tries to get it up, just comes out once again, and now back to Serrani. Serrani high and down the ice. That one goes on net, negates the icing, so 5:20 remaining here and now. Firestone turns up the boards, chipped off to the centerman and back in. Leung now turns, chips it off the wall. Luca follows up, he gets it out of the zone. That time it goes back deep into the zone. Duffield retreats for it. Serrani throws it up to Oosterhuis. Oosterhuis chips it off the wall to himself briefly. Back to Luca, over to Leung. Leung in his feet. Luca comes back to assist there. And they're all tied up on the wall. It just sneaks out of the zone, and that is an offside. As DeChaza tried to keep it in, but it was just rolled out. Sells, wins the draw, sends it up, just misses Foster. Now they try and gain the zone, but Duffield collapses. Doesn't give them much. Westover reverses course. Foster ties his man up, and then they fire it back into the corner. Around it goes. Vaughan in behind the net. Looks to set it up. Two Vaughan players in there on the Duffield player. Happy to kill a little bit of time and grab a whistle with 4:10 remaining here in this opening frame. Face off to the right of Beta. They win it back. Now Vaughan grabs it. They push it in behind the net. Westover tries to chip it past the D. Unable to do that. Tennille Rodrigo turns into it. Off a skate, Tennille Rodrigo up the middle of the ice. Unable to get it into the zone. Now they come back the other side. This time it's pushed out by Foster. Sells, follows up. Then Westover sends it up to Foster. They grab Foster on the wall. Now they come back in the other way. It comes back. Westover holds them up at the blue line. Sends it over to Harris Peru. Harris Peru now sends it up to Tennille Rodrigo. In through the middle of the ice. It bounces back. And now this time Sells grabs it. He fires that one off. The defenseman from Vaughan, and it goes deep into the zone. Now the Vaughan player turns, takes a look. Sends it up and across the ice. Now Johnny Leung grabs it. Over to St. John. St. John pushes it up the boards. Tries to hit Scoleri. Now Cohen into the zone. McDonald tries to get around a couple. Unable to get it. Now Cohen's in alone. And Mallow makes a huge save. Cohen pushing forward, trying to catch up to the Vaughan winger. And they go in the zone, fire one off Leung's arm, and now in behind the net goes to St. John. St. John has one player follow him up. Now they come back around, fire a high shot. That hits a body. And now they look to collapse on Leung and try and keep him tied up in the corner. Reversing it in behind the net, taking a look. They come back out. Unable to get it that time. It comes off the glass. Just bounces over McDonald's stick. Now Vaughan with some big pressure here this time. Come back around. McDonald tries to chip it back. Now he comes around, fires it off the glass. Looks to get it out of the zone. Back into the corner it goes. They all collapse, and there's a pile up on the boards. 1:42 remaining in the period. Vaughan sends it back out to the point. A hard shot there. Beta sees that through a crowd, and then it comes back out to the D. They are hemmed in deep here, folks. Unable to get it out. Bouncing off sticks, and Vaughan under full control here, really pressuring Duffield. And that time they'll send the puck the length of the ice. Just be thankful they got an icing. And with 1:08 remaining here in the first period, we'll have a face-off to the left of Beta. Now they push it back. Lansfield grabs it. Lansfield chips it up. Matthew Lucas skates into it. He's got a little bit of space. Luca tries to go forehand to deep and unable to get the shot off. Now Vaughan looks to come the other way. Harris Peru forces them to chip it in deep. Serrani goes back for it. He chips it around the boards. Lansfield, that hits a body, and then Luca grabs it. Now they get it out and down the ice. Oosterhuis looks to skate into it. Just gets delayed there. And now they go to the far side to Patillo. Harris Peru chips it off the boards. Just misses. Oosterhuis. Now Marchese now grabs it, throws it up to the middle of the ice. Comes back and Marchese grabs it once again. This time he fires it in deep with 8 seconds remaining. They'll go back, they throw it in behind the net, fire it back around the boards, and with 1.6 seconds remaining, we'll have a face-off to the right of Beta. The buzzer sounds, and that will bring the first period to a close. An entertaining, fast action first period here at the Sports Village tonight. A scoreless draw between these two teams that are sitting at the top of the standings. 1 point separating them with only a handful of games to play. Both teams getting a little bit of a talking to. Everybody finding out what they want to do. Start the second period with Tennille Rodrigo, Foster and Sells up front, St. John and Westover on the back end. Duffield going right to left on your radio dial. They skate into it. The scramble draw. Tennille Rodrigo tries to grab it. Sells tied his man up. Just now getting out of the circle. They go back to the D for Vaughan. They push it back out. St. John pushes it out of his zone. Vaughan, with a couple of players caught in deep, look to get it going. Now Leung thinks about going for a second. Now he finds a little space. The hard charging forward for Vaughan forces them to make it and dump it deep. Tennille Rodrigo forces them to push it around to the left side. It comes back to St. John. St. John fires it back into the corner. Foster goes in behind the net to try and flush them out. They come back around the other side. Up the middle of the ice, Leung causes a turnover there. Johnny Leung takes a look, fires one around the boards, and that comes out. Foster tries to chip it off. Now Leung with a couple of guys all over him. And St. John comes back, picks it up. Now it's Alex St. John, sends it up to Sells. Sells looks to get around one. And Foster follows up to help out. Now they send it back to Leung. Leung back to St. John. He sends it up the board. Vaughan with a quick. And Lipa goes down, so we're going to have our first penalty of the game. And with 13:32 remaining, we'll see the Vaughan power play. McDonald and Cohen started up front, and then we've got Westover and Serrani. They push it back. Now the Vaughan D looks to set things up into the half wall, now in behind the net. Taking a look in behind the net. They come back around to the other side. Chazik tries to set it up. They push it out in front, and that one finds the back of the net with 13:11 remaining on the power play. Vaughan strikes first. They were playing catch behind the net. They looked for the guy in front. A design play that we've seen a handful of times, and through the crease and into the open side. Let's see how they respond now. Duffield pushes it back. Now they come back the other side. That one rolls off his stick and just wide. Now they come back the other way. McDonald tries to get it up, and now Scoleri using his speed. Scoleri gets pushed to the outside. And in behind it goes. They fired around to the other side where Vaughan comes out and throw it across the ice. Now they push it back. Harris Peru grabs it. Harris Peru leaves it for Leung. Leung now sends it back to the other side. Scoleri tries to chip it off. And now Cohen. Cohen up the middle of the ice. And now Leung, he's going to skate into it. Johnny Leung gets over the red line. He fires that one in deep. That allows Duffield to make a change. Now they take a look. They try and stretch everything out. Westover comes racing over and cuts that one off. Now they come back to the other side. Westover. And the Vaughan player goes down in a little bit of distress there. There's a race for the puck. 12:01 remaining here. The trainer's out tending to the Vaughan player. Both teams getting a little talking to. And he's up and getting a little bit of assistance. Now he's able to skate off under his own strength. A round of applause from the crowd offering support. We'll keep an eye on him, and sure he'll be back. If his energy getting to the bench is any indication. Now Luca on the draw. Push it off to the wall. Vaughan fires it in deep. Now Serrani goes back for it. He chips it around the boards. Caputo skates into it. Now they take a look. Caputo fires a hard one, and Beta makes a huge save with 11:45 remaining here in this second period. Sells, pushes it back to Leung. Leung fires it high and off the glass. Just a little too much there. Curl on it, and it goes for icing. Sells and back on the draw. They try and push it back. A quick shot just whistles wide of the post. Tenio Rodrigo goes back for it. They fire a quick one, and that one gets tipped in front, and Beta covers it up with 11:26 remaining. This time they do it from the right. Sells, leans in on the draw. They push it back. Leung fires a high one off. Now Tenio Rodrigo, he chips it out. And Foster gets tied up there along the boards. Now it comes back to St. John. St. John sends that one down the ice. No icing, and they push him back. Comes back out. Tenio Rodrigo, he fires one. That goes off a shin pad. Foster, he's in front. They take a look. That one goes wide of the net. Now they try and get it out past Leung. He's able to stop it up just outside the blue line. And now Tenio Rodrigo gets it back in, and Foster pushes it in deep. This time it looks like we've got a power play upcoming to Duffield with 10:43 remaining as Vaughan goes off for body contact. Owen, they push the draw back. Vaughan tries to grab it and turn it out and down the ice. Now this time Westover grabs it. Westover throws it in deep. Scoleri gives it back to McDonald. McDonald leaves it back for Leung. Back into McDonald. McDonald, he fires one, and Mallow makes the save. Lined up again to the left of Mallow. They push it back. Leung sends it back to McDonald. Back to Leung. He just overskates it. Now it comes back. Johnny Leung sets it over to Westover. Up to Cohen. Cohen hits Scoleri. Now they try and gain the zone. Scoleri looks to fish it around. Now he's in the corner with it. And just misses as it comes through the crease. Leung now takes a look, comes back over to Westover. Back over to Leung. Just out of the reach of McDonald. He throws it back to Leung. Now they come back up. Cohen just misses Scoleri there. They're not connecting. Now Sells gets out on the ice. Now we've got Leung deep in his zone. 43 seconds remaining in this power play. Sells gets around one and around two. Gregory Sells up the middle of the ice, tries to get around three of them. They chip it away from him, and Leung grabs it and sends it back to Westover. Westover takes a look, gets it back to Tenio Rodrigo. Tenio Rodrigo goes far side. Sells now looks to try and push it in, and they just get it back. Now it comes into the corner. This time Sells sets it up with Westover. They push it around. Sells back over to Westover. He misfires. And now Vaughan comes away and fires it down the ice. Beta pushes it into the far side. Westover hits Sells. He gets it up to Foster, just over his stick. The power play comes to an end. Now they come back around the other side. Foster tries to keep it in. They're all tied up in front of the net. Tennille Rodrigo. He fires one. Mallow with the save. That one bouncing around, and it's in the back of the net. Duffield has tied it up on a bouncing puck. Probably some miscommunication between the white jerseys down there and Tennille Rodrigo and Sells. We're all in there, not sure. We'll have to get some confirmation from the referees or the official scorekeeper. But with 8:16 remaining in the second period, it's now 1-1. Serrani throws it over to Harris Peru. Vaughan tries to push it forward, and now Luca comes in. Luca, he fires a hard shot. Mallow lets that one drop in front of him, and then he covers it up. Vaughan pushes the draw back. Luca forces the issue, tries to get them to get it up the boards. Now they look to try and come up the middle of the ice. Around, Serrani plays that one tightly. Now they come back around, and that one gets pushed to wide, and now Luca lets it go so we don't have a high stick. And now Oosterhuis, he comes out of the zone. Oosterhuis gains the red line, fires it in deep. And now Vaughan looks to set things up behind the net. They send it back up here on the right wing side and then look to hit the man up the middle of the ice, but that one goes the length of the ice, and with 7:24 remaining, we've got an icing. And a face-off deep in the Vaughan zone. Face-off will be to the right of Mallow. Cohen moves in. Now they push it back. Leung sets it up high, tries to get it to McDonald. Rolls off his stick, and now Vaughan comes the other way. As soon as they get over the red line, they fire it in deep. St. John goes back for it. They're battling for the puck. Lippa comes out. Lippa, he turns and fires it back into St. John. Now St. John tries to get it up. That hits his skate, and Leung grabs it. Leung, he fires it around the boards. Scoleri stands his man up, and now we've got an odd man rush. He's back in. Scoleri gets taken down in front of the net, and we're going to have another Duffield power play upcoming here. As we got a charging call with 6:29 remaining. Face-off will be to the left of Mallow. Sells pushes it back to Leung. Leung now takes a look. He fires one. That one looking for a tip in front. Now Vaughan tries to grab it and send it out. St. John grabs it. St. John, he takes a look, reverses course and sends it to Foster. Foster goes far side for Tennille Rodrigo. He leaves it back for Sells. Sells now takes a look on the half wall, chips it in deep. Now they try and send it around the boards and just get it out past St. John. St. John sends it back to Leung. Johnny Leung takes a look, hits it fast, hits Tennille Rodrigo up at the red line. They kick it forward, and now Foster. He tries to push it into Sells. Tennille Rodrigo now. He gets around one, throws a backhand in front, and then Foster taps it home to make it 2-1 with a power play goal. Duffield Devils. Tenio Rodrigo kept it in the zone, pushed it in towards the net. Sells was there, Foster was there, it bounced around, and then Foster was able to find it, and he tucked it in to make it 2-1. Now the puck just goes wide. A beta. Harris Peru goes back for it. Now comes back Harris Peru. Off the boards, off the back of the net. Now Vaughan tries to set things up in the zone. They send one wide of the net. Looking to shoot from all angles here. Now just over Harris Peru's stick. He's joined there by Luca. A battle ensues, and then it comes out. Oosterhuis this time comes away with it. Oosterhuis gains the red line into the zone. Looks to beat his man. Sends it in behind the net. Now he takes a look. Gets it to Lansfield. Lansfield back into Oosterhuis. Trying to curl out from the slot. Vaughan collapses. They try and come away with the puck and come up the left wing side. Lansfield playing some great play there. Sets things up. Now they come back in behind the net. Oosterhuis comes away with it. Oosterhuis looks for a centering pass. And the Vaughan goaltender steers that one back in behind the net. Now they're back in once again. They look to come out the zone. Great defense there by Serrani and Lansfield. Serrani reverses course. Lansfield now to Luca. And they get it out of the zone. Looking to set things up once again. Serrani grabs it. This time chips it forward. And now they look to come back out once again. Now Vaughan looks to come across. They got a break. And Beta covers that one up with 3:53 remaining here in this second period. That'll allow Duffield to get a change. The second period is always a tough one with the long change. Cohen, Scolari, and McDonald come out. Now they push it back on the half wall, and it comes back around the boards. St. John in a stick battle pushes it up. McDonald just has it roll off his stick. They fire that one. Westover blocks that. Now it comes around, and Cohen. A 3-on-2 developing here. Cohen going to use his speed. Gets around a couple. Sends it in. Takes a look. Now he's got tied up there on the boards. They're all in there, happy to kill some time. Now Vaughan tries to come back out of the zone. Westover looks to create some confusion there. Now St. John from his own zone tries to hit McDonald. McDonald, he grabs it on the right side of center and throws it in deep to negate the icing there. And now Cohen, he tries to drive in. Cohen, he fires one. That goes off. Mallow is sticking into the corner. McDonald, he looks to set things up, gets it back to Leung. He fires a shot, and Mallow covers that one up with 2:51 remaining in this second period. Sells on the draw. Pushes it back. They give it back to Leung. He fires it into Tenio Rodrigo on the half wall. He's got some space. Tenio Rodrigo, and he just misses there. And now Foster from the corner. Foster with one man all over him. It goes in behind the net. Vaughan looks to come away with it. They try and chip it past Leung, but he's able to hold it in. Now he dances around. Just missed Sells. A turnover here. And now Leung, he skates back to it, pushes it off the boards to Sells. Sells now looks to get around a couple, and he's got some space. Sells gains the zone, takes a look, sends it across just out of the reach of Foster and Tenio Rodrigo. Now Vaughan looking to try and set things up. They push it back. That hits another skate. And now Tenio Rodrigo comes in. He fires a shot, and Mallow makes a big glove save with 1:52 remaining. Couple of pucks bouncing the right way there as they landed on the sticks of the Devils, gave them some opportunities. Mallow was solid on the net to make sure it stayed 2-1. Luca now wins the draw, back to Westover. He fires it off the boards and pushes it back in deep. Lansfield skates into it. Now Lansfield sends it back to Westover. Westover fires a shot. A big save there by Mallow, and now Lansfield grabs it once again. Lansfield looks to skate around. He just falls off his stick. Westover grabs it, throws it into behind the net. Now Luca tries to sneak out in front. And now Oosterhuis grabs it. Oosterhuis takes a look, happy to just kill some clock and keep it in deep. Now Vaughan creates a turnover and they come out of the zone. They gain the blue line, or the red line, and fire it in deep. Westover back in behind his net, sends it to Lansfield. Lansfield chips it up. Luca looking to skate into it. And he grabs it. Now he's going to use his body in the corner there and try and spin away from a couple. He hits Oosterhuis. A tip shot just over the net as Lansfield was in front. Now they look to try and set things up and come out of the zone. Vaughan trying to drive wide, and Serrani pokes that one up. Now Serrani hits Scoleri. Scoleri now pushes in the zone, and he whistles one just wide of the net. Now it comes back out. Leung leaves it for Oosterhuis, and he fires it in. They try and go D to D, and Scoleri grabs it. Now Cohen tries to chip it back into Scoleri. He sends it out in front, and him and McDonald almost connect. Scoleri now in the corner with only 8 seconds remaining. And that's going to do it, folks, for this period. As Duffield has them hemmed in tight here. The buzzer sounds, and we're going to skate into the third with the Devils holding a 2-1 lead. We want to remind you to support the sponsors. What a Bagel. If you're looking for the best bagel in the city of Toronto, make sure it's What a Bagel. And for everybody up in the Vaughan viewing area, we want to make sure that you guys realize all day tomorrow we have a 10% off coupon at Woodbridge Alignment. Just mention the code DEVILS. Woodbridge Alignment will make sure as you get ready for pothole season, you're able to avoid them and steering that car straight as an arrow. Now we're all set. 15 minutes of stop time action left here. Vaughan wins the draw, gains the zone. Leung tries to force them to the outside. Now Cohen chips it off the boards. McDonald with a couple of guys on him. He tries to grab it. He reverses course and sends it the other way. Now Leung sends it up. And Cohen. And that one was a high stick as Cohen and McDonald thought they might have got away with one. And with 14:38 remaining, we'll have a face-off just outside the Vaughan zone. Sells on the drop. Now they push it back. Marchese throws it up. And Chenzi tries to throw it up. And Harris Peru goes back for it. Harris Peru in the zone. Sends it up the wall. Now they come back around. Sells with one man on him. And they try and chip it off a couple of people. And now Sells comes away with it. Hits Tenio Rodrigo. Tenio Rodrigo now goes far side for Foster. Foster takes a look, stops it up, sends it back. Westover, he fires one. That one is a big pad save by Mallow. Harris Peru fires one off the side of the net now. Foster once again, and he takes a look, and he gets an interference call with 13:57 remaining in this period. So Foster's going to go off for interference. And we'll have a face-off to the left of Beta. They try and push it around. Westover looks to hold his man to the outside. They come out in front, and this time it gets out of the zone. That forces the Vaughan D back. Firestone takes a look, comes across the other side, reverses course, and now Sells tries to stop them up. Now Sells grabs it, and from his own zone, he takes a look and gets it just out and down past a bunch of skates. Vaughan looking for a couple of stretch passes, and a great stick there by Tenio Rodrigo as he forces the issue, creates the turnover, and they've killed 40 seconds of the penalty. Caputo pushes it back. Wright now grabs it. Wright throws it around to Marchese. Marchese now comes in behind the net, tries to come across the far side. They can't get past Oosterhuis. Oosterhuis grabs it. He throws it back to Wright. Wright now sends it back to Marchese. Marchese now takes a look, reverses course to Wright, and then they play catch. Now they come in over the blue line. The far side, they got some space, and they hit the top corner with 12:52 remaining here in this third period to tie it up. A power play goal by Vaughan. Keeps it interesting. Oh, well. See what the next 12:52 has in store here, but if it's anything like the first two periods, it'll be a good one. Now they push it around. McDonald gets knocked down. Westover, with one man on him, pushes it back in behind the net. Now they come back around the other side, in behind the net. Westover picks it up. Now St. John, he throws it in behind the net. Sells comes away with it. Sells up the middle of the ice, leaves it. A high shot, and Mallow grabs that one with his glove hand. And covers it up with 12:11 remaining. Foster sends it back. Westover throws it in deep. Now the Vaughan defenseman in behind his net. Yellman throws it around. Sells picks that up. Sells tries to get around two. Takes a look in behind the net. Surveys the situation. Sells comes across just through a couple of skates. And now it comes back through. Tenio Rodrigo. He takes a look. Now Tenio Rodrigo sends it across. Foster right there at the side of the net, and Mallow covers that one up with 11:33 remaining. They send it back. Leung holds it in the zone. Now they come around. Leung pushes it around the far side. Lansfield tries to chip it past the D, comes back in the zone. A bouncing puck. Now it comes out. Oosterhuis grabs it, chips it off the wall, but the Vaughan D is able to hold it in. Come around to the other side, and it stays in the zone. Now they turn and get it out. In the zone it goes, and Mallow quickly covers that up, and with 10:47 remaining here in the third period, we'll have a face-off to the left of the goalkeeper. Cohen, Scoleri, and Sells up. They push it back. Now Vaughan tries to break out of the zone. They chip it off the wall in behind the D. They fire one, and that one goes just wide of the net. They race in to pick it up, and Serrani chips it off the boards to Scoleri. Scoleri now gains the zone, gets around one. He's got some space, and he throws one at net, and Mallow grabs that one with his glove. And gives a whistle so they can take a face-off to his right. Scoleri was swooping in. I think he might have been looking for Cohen or Sells when he took a shot at the last second. He had a lot of options. Now they come back. They try and get it back out of the zone. This time, Scoleri holds them off in tight. Westover goes back for it. He reverses course. Cohen skates in. Now it comes back out again. There's Scoleri using that speed. He's going to drive wide. Now he comes in, takes a look, sends it in front. That hits a skate, and it comes back out. Serrani to Westover. He fires a shot. That goes off his skate. Now it comes back out, and it comes to Westover. Westover. That goes off a body, and with too many men on the ice, we're going to have another Duffield power play with 9:41 remaining here in this third period. An action-packed game and a full house here tonight in Vaughan between these two teams. They push it forward. Tennille Rodrigo tries to keep it going. Now it's Tennille Rodrigo, sends it back to Leung. Leung off the wall to Luca. Luca now back to Leung. They set it back up. Luca now moves in. Tries to hit Foster in the slot. Now Vitullo, and it just gets out of the zone. St. John gets it up to Luca, and just off his stick. Now St. John over to Leung. Leung now back to St. John. He takes a look. He gets it to Tennille Rodrigo. Unable to get into the zone. Now they send it over to Foster. Foster back to St. John. They're not getting anywhere. Now they got to get it out and down the ice. Now Leung. He looks to come up the ice. He's got some space now. Johnny Leung with everybody taking a look. He comes up. He fires one high and off Mallow's shoulder. And this time they get it out and down the ice. 45 seconds remaining here in this power play. Westover in behind his net. Takes a look. Sells. Leaves it. And now they give it back to him. He sends it up. Now they come in. Cohen. He fires one that goes off Wright's shin pad. Now Wright grabs it, and he looks like he's got a little bit of space. He's happy to kill some time. Sends it back over to Marchese. Marchese now simply grabs it and fires it down the ice. They push it back out. Westover in behind the net with one last chance. Looks to come away with it. He gets it up to Sells. Sells now sends it back in. He's got Westover in the zone. Harris Peru. Now it bounces over. Scoleri from in behind the net. Scoleri takes a look. Tries to get it off the boards to Sells. Unable to do that. Vaughan grabs it. Now they throw it around. Wright from his own zone sends it up the wall, and they hit Lippa. Lippa coming up the middle of the ice. Stops up, and Beta covers that one up. with 7:14 remaining here in the period. Vaughan pushes the face-off forward. They engage in a battle behind the net between a bunch of players. It bounces out. Now they take a look, try and center it. Pound away at it, and Beta with the pad down on the cover in the bottom half of the net. Covers it up wisely, gets another whistle, and we'll have a face-off. To his right. Sells. Pushes the puck back. Serrani now skates over into the corner. Serrani off the boards. They try and get it out. This time they get it out of the zone. Now we got a turnover. Tenio Rodrigo in alone. And he scores with 6:37 remaining. A turnover off Tenio Rodrigo's shin pad, sends him in alone, and he's able to beat the goaltender low on the left-hand side to make it 3-2. Leung now chips the puck forward. Now Leung tries to get it back up. They're all there. We got a glove pass. So we'll have a face-off just outside of the Vaughan zone. Now they bring it in. McDonald, he tries to push it forward. Now they try and come back the other way. Cohen sends it over. Scoleri now hits Cohen. Cohen gains the zone. He drives deep. Cohen takes a look, and it just rolls off McDonald's stick, and Serrani now tries to chip it back. Now they send it back once again. Scoleri taking a look. Sends it back to McDonald. He fires one off Mallow's blocker. And now Caputo leaves it for Vitolo. Now they try and come up the zone. They grab it at the blue line and send it back in. Now Westover. Just outside of the zone. They try and hold everybody up. And Wright now grabs it. Wright from inside the zone. He takes a look. Wright gets around a couple, and then there's a turnover there and this time it comes off the boards. Back out, Vaughan tries to control it, and Luca throws it up. Now Vaughan turns and grabs it and throw it into the far side. Westover with a couple of guys on him, and Luca follows that up, and he's able to help get it out of the zone. An offside as one of the Vaughan players is caught in deep. They fired it in the zone, and he was about 5 feet inside the line, so that's going to create an offside with 4:55 remaining. They bring the face-off back just outside the Vaughan zone. Luca, Oosterhuis, and Lansfield. Now they push it back. They go D to D. Firestone now sends it up to Lippa. Lippa now looks to gain the zone. Just rolls off Lansfield's stick, and Beta's right there to cover it up with a quick glove save and take a face-off to his left. Sells on the draw. Replace him with Tenio Rodrigo. A scrambled draw. Foster skates into it. Riley Foster now sends it up the middle of the ice. Now they look to turn and come away with it, but Tennille Rodrigo skates back into it. He sends it over to Leung. Just rolls off his stick, but he wisely corrals it, and from his own zone, sends it around. They try and chip it off and back out. Vaughan creates a bit of a turnover there, but Leung grabs it, and this time he settles it down and gets it to Foster. Foster leaves it for Sells. He chips it in deep, forcing Vaughan to go back for it. Now they set it back up. Sells from his corner. He fires it, just rolls off his stick. Firestone tries to grab it. And then that time Harris Peru creates another turnover. Harris Peru with a backhand, throws it in. Now the Vaughan D. Send it back. Sells tries to grab that, but it rolls off his stick. Now they try and come away with it and get past everybody, but there's a turnover there inside the zone. Westover up to Sells. It bounces off his skate and goes back down. Now Hooper. He tries to grab it, and they come around the other way. Serrani this time. Serrani gains the zone. Tried to center McDonald and Scolari, but they create a turnover and come the other way. They chip it around Westover. Cohen goes back for it. He chips it off the boards. Now they look to set it up and go back to the D. Back in the zone. Cohen. He fires a high one. And now McDonald tries to get a break. McDonald. He tried to get it over to Cohen, just missed him. Now they come back the other way. St. John pushes back, gets it to McDonald. McDonald tries to get it out of the zone. It rolls off his stick. Now St. John goes back once again. He sends it back around to McDonald. McDonald this time chips it off the glass, and he gets the favorable curl. Stops just inside the zone. Scolari just rolls off his stick. Now he's going to go off for a change. Cohen and Luca are in there pressuring them. Luca kicks the puck to himself. He's surrounded by a couple of Vaughan players. Happy to kill some time there. Now St. John back to Leung. Leung now gains the zone, fires it in on Mallow, and he covers it up. And with 2:08 remaining, we'll have a face-off to the right of the Vaughan goaltender. So it looks like Vaughan has called a timeout here. In a 3-2 tight checking affair. Everybody's here watching this one tonight. You can drop a pin in this place. They're all trying to listen into what the coaches are saying and drawing up. But I don't think we're going to get anything with the hush whispers. All you could hear was the marker on the drawing board. Luca, Oosterhuis, and Lansfield, Leung, and Westover. A scramble draw goes back, just rests in front of the goalkeeper. Now they try and come back out and up the zone. Lansfield, he wisely grabs it and fires it back in deep. Wright goes back for it. Wright in behind his net, sends it over to Marchese. He drops it far side for Forster. Up to the Vaughan forward. And a big glove save there by Beta with 1:41 remaining in the third period. Vaughan has pulled the goalkeeper for the extra attacker. We'll see what they have up in store here. I think that's what they were looking for, was a face-off deep in the Duffield zone. Now they've got their lineup out there. Sells tries to push it back forward. Now they get it back to the D. Foster blocks that one. And Tennille Rodrigo chips it out. He's in a foot race for it. And with some extra effort, he gets it in deep. Foster now looks to try and tie it up on the wall. And now it comes back the other side. Sells grabs it, and Sells tries to chip it off the wall. Gregory Sells, and that goes off a skate and into the corner and behind the net. Marchese in behind his net, takes a look. He comes up the far side. Westover tries to hold that line there. And now it comes in deep and Leung grabs it. Leung now, he fires it around the boards. Foster tries to skate over to it. They're on the far wall. That one misses everything and goes into the far side. Tenio Rodrigo, he's trying to punch it out of the zone. That hits a skate. Now it's back in there. They're all trying to block everything. And now Leung grabs it. It comes back out, and that time it gets out of the zone. Foster gets taken out of the play there. And with 30 seconds, Vaughan tries to set it back up. DeChaza now sends it back up. They take a look. In the zone they go. They send it back to the other side. Tenio Rodrigo this time grabs it, fires at the length of the ice, and with 16.3 seconds remaining in the game, Duffield clinging to a 3-2 lead here. Happy not to call a timeout. Let's just let them play it. They'll try and create confusion. They know there's some tired bodies out there for Vaughan. Now they call a timeout. They'll just go over one or two more things here. Make sure everybody knows their assignment on the face-off, where they want people to go. Vaughan looking to throw everything at the net here. They're going to want to try and tie it up with valuable points in the standings. Up for grabs here tonight. Vaughan 1 point behind Duffield, with 4 games to play between. Now they send it back. Leung. And this time and out it comes. Scoleri now takes a look, and he dumps it into the yawning cage to make it 4-2 with 6.2 seconds remaining, and puts a cap on it. The Duffield Devils coming to the Sports Village, and they'll come away with the victory. A hard-fought affair between these two top teams, and I'm sure you're going to see them playing each other in the playoffs. Now they come back. Lippa. The buzzer sounds, and that does it as Duffield wins. We want to thank you all for tuning in this evening, wherever you watch from. Good morning, good evening, good night. Elvis has left the building.